Guys, what's going on? My name is Louis, and God bless every single one of you. Today is April 15, 2024, and welcome to the Grand Supreme News channel. Alright guys, so we have some urgent information coming out. If you can, please share this video. And it says here, the sleeping giant and Benjamin relations are at an extremely critical point. A fact that may negatively affect the Holy Land next military moves. On the sleeping giant side, fears are expressed about a hidden agenda of Benjamin, who seems to be out of control. Basically saying he's a madman. So the sleeping giant fear that Benjamin is going to push the button. Benjamin is furious, very upset. He's not pleased, and the sleeping giant are keeping an eye on him 24/7. So we're going to see what's going on here, guys. Once again, I got some more information coming out in my late night video, 1:30 a.m. video. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff, guys. And you have some officials, media, experts are saying that in the next, where they were talking about tonight, there could be something. And we haven't seen anything yet. But again, guys, I will bring you all the information, all the updates. I just got home. Right now it's 10:09 p.m. Eastern time. I had to go to my second job. I will do Patreon tomorrow morning. All right, Patreon tomorrow morning. All right, and it's going to be a live stream, but it's also going to be uploaded for those who missed it. You'll be able to see the rerun. So once again, guys, I just got home. I'm going to post two videos, this one and my next one. All right, so I truly apologize about Patreon. I've been so busy with my second job. So again, I will make it up to many of my Patreon subscribers. All right, let's see what's going on here. Let's see what's going on here. They're saying that Ben is a madman. Ben is going, well, he's out of control, they say. Now, here's the thing. And guys, I'm going to say it over and over and over. I'm not against the Holy Land. I support the Holy Land. It's that those in the spotlights, and not only in the Holy Land, but here in the Sleeping Giants, those in the spotlight, they need to get right with Christ. That's all I'm saying. Please do not come after me and say, Louis, you better be careful about Benjamin in the Holy Land. I'm just saying that Benjamin needs Jesus Christ. Mr. Burns, everybody, we all need Jesus. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, right? So, again, guys, those in the spotlight, they're not putting Christ first. And that's all I'm saying. So we are seeing great biblical events. You have the sleeping giant official said this: we canceled the Holy Land 5th strike on Persia. Benjamin wants to drag us into a major regional biblical war. Fears that Ben has an agenda, hidden agenda, and is out of control. The man is out of control. Man, let's see what's going on here, guys. Let's see what's going on here. One thing I tell you, Ben doesn't back down. Again, he's one of those dudes that you touch my region, you're gonna see my wrath. That's how Ben is. All right, so it says here. Once again, you guys already know, on the sleeping giant side, fears are expressed about a hidden agenda of Ben, who seems to be out of control. And they say this because Holy Land did not inform the sleeping giant even about the strike on the Persian embassy in Damascus. All right. Now, a lot of people are telling me, Louis, a sleeping giant base got hit. Guys, there is no information about that. Even those, again, sources, reliable sources, Wars Alert, or other, again, very, 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 very reliable sources, they're not putting information out about a sleeping giant base getting hit. Now, I did watch some video, but it doesn't line up to sleeping giant bases getting hit. All right, so yes, the sleeping giant base was seeing drones and stuff, but they were heading towards the Holy Land. All right, so people tell me that sleeping giant base got hit. If you have the link, please leave in the comments box or email me. Send me the link that the sleeping giant base got hit by Persia ballistic stuff. Please send me that link. And again, I'm talking about reliable sources. I don't want to see like, again, you know, someone's opinion and stuff like that. I want to see facts. It says here, according to the sleeping giant sources, Ben would idly like to destroy Persia facility, NUKE facility, which he has long considered an existential warning to the Holy Land. Now, besides the sleeping giant administration officials are well aware that Ben is motivated to continue the hostility, as it prevents the collapse of his coalition and new elects. I believe what's going to happen is, I believe Ben, he wants to destroy, eliminate that facility. Again, the NUKE, the nuclear facility. All right, he just want to get it out of here. That's it. The Holy Land wants to drag us into a regional biblical war. Now, sleeping giant officials are revealing shocking details of the right between the two leaders and are now openly expressing fears that the Holy Land is trying to drag the sleeping giant into a general biblical war. According to the sleeping giant sources, Mr. Burns, the leader of the sleeping giant, and his team canceled the Holy Land strike on Persia literally at the last minute. But they're not sure that can happen again. So there was going to be something today. There was going to be a massive response today. The sleeping giant canceled Holy Land strike on Persia literally at the very last minute. This kind of brings back flashback. Remember when the 4-5 was going to launch towards Persia, and at the very last minute he decided not to. And the reason why is because it was over a drone. I think it was a MQ-9 Reaper that Persia hit. And so the 4-5 is like, oh man, you hit one of my drones. And they were planning to strike Persia. But at the very last minute, the 4-5 asked, how many will be out, like pass away? They told him the number. He's like, don't do it. Don't do it. So again, that was back, I think it was 2020, if I'm not mistaken, maybe the middle of 2020. All right, so according to a report in the NYT, the Holy Land were ready to respond at dawn to Persia's strike. But the sleeping giant leader was alerted and called Benjamin. Ben, Ben, it's my vacation. I'm out here getting suntan. I'm at the beach. And he was actually at the beach. The leader of the sleeping giant, he was at the beach. He was laying back and, just, enjoying the sun. And he had to get up again. Calling Ben and say, hey, Ben, don't do it. The sleeping giant leader convinced him not to make this strike so early. Not to rush. As the result of the Persian strike was 0. Only minor material damage was done. And the Holy Land essentially, give me a second here, guys. The Holy Land essentially came out victorious, For these reasons, he said, it would be better for the Holy Land to wait. Now, the sleeping giant leader also told Benjamin that the Holy Land has demonstrated an admirable ability to confront and overcome even the most unexpected strike by sending a clear message to its enemies that they cannot effectively blank the Holy Land security. Alright, once again, guys, today there was going to be a huge event. The sleeping giant leader told Ben, don't do it. Man, it's only been less than 24 hours. Don't do it. Wait. So Ben is being watched because, again, he was going to push that button. So according to the sleeping giant and the Holy Land sources, senior sleeping giant defense and security official have made it clear to the Holy Land Gov that while the sleeping giant believes that the Holy Land has the freedom of action to defend itself, the sleeping giant will have no involvement in any military action or response against Persia. Now, I mentioned this earlier and some people didn't like it. I mentioned that Holy Land should not respond. And the reason why, number one, Holy Land is standing tall and strong. Number two, there wasn't no catastrophic events. Nothing bad happened to the Holy Land. Number three, that was Persia's weakest response ever. Don't buy the bait. That's what Persia wants. Persia is trying to set up the Holy Land. Don't bite the bait. The Holy Land is fine. Ain't nothing happened to the Holy Land. Someone is like, well, how about if the sleeping giant gets, flying stuff towards them? What if the sleeping giant takes them out and nothing happens to the sleeping giant? We still standing tall. But here's the thing. Many people want the Holy Land to strike back. Even though nothing happened to the Holy Land is standing strong. Still, they want Holy Land to fire back. The consequences will be this. Oil prices will hit the roof. Food prices will hit the roof. It's going to be WW3 on steroids. Is that what you want? So many sleeping giants, many around the world, can't even afford bread or eggs. If you want the Holy Land to strike Persia, you're going to work 24/7. You will never ever go to sleep. Like I said, Persia is standing strong. Nothing happened to Persia. If it was like something like 2001, and you guys know what happened here in 2001 in NY, if it was something like that, then yeah, it'd be a different story. But I guarantee what happened in 2001 would never be forgotten. This operation that happened yesterday, this is quickly going to be forgotten. Nobody's going to remember this. This is just going to go under the rug. I give it a month. People is not going to remember Persia firing those ballistic at the Holy Land. That goes to tell you that this is not that serious. So, again, like I said, the Holy Land should just wait. And like I said, the Holy Land is standing strong. They didn't get hit really hard. Alright, so according to the sleeping giant, I read that part, I truly apologize. It says here you have the sleeping giant leader stressed to Ben that the sleeping giant will not participate in any aggressive op against Persia. The sleeping giant leader told Ben in their phone call on Saturday that he must think carefully and strategically about this operation of regional escalation as a result of the Holy Land retaliation to Persian strike. Once again, guys, I stand with the Holy Land. If the Holy Land gets hit really hard, then I support the Holy Land by, again, self-defense. But this thing right here, it was not catastrophic. But some people didn't like it and say we need to send a message back to Persia. Yeah? See what happens. But don't come crying where you cannot afford to to put a plate on the table for your loved ones. Don't come crying, because if Persia and the Holy Land and the Mid-E goes at it. Yeah, you thought $4 a gallon is bad? Just wait. This was submitted a while ago by, I'm going to skip this person's name, from the think tank of Jerusalem, the center, who emphasized that the sleeping giant does not want to be surprised again. They fear a Holy Land backlash that could drag the sleeping giant into a regional biblical war. And this is why the sleeping giants told the Holy Land, you let us know. You let us know ahead of time before you start pushing buttons. You guys kind of messed up on April 1st, but we are defending you. We spent over $1.3 billion in 6-7 hours taking those things out of the sky. You let us know. All right, it says here, you have the Sleeping Giant News said this. The sleeping giant leader is worried. According to the sleeping giant media, some high-ranking sleeping giant officials have already expressed their concern that Holy Land might do something quickly to respond to Persia without thinking about the possible consequences that would follow. All right. It says here, according to the same source, citing 3 people with knowledge of the sleeping giant's leader, comments that the sleeping giant leader has already expressed in private discussion his concern that the Holy Land, Mr. Benjamin, is trying to drag the sleeping giant into a wider biblical event. The sleeping giant believes. Wow. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I see a big spider right in front of my face. Give me a second here, guys. Give me 1 second. All right, so that thing is massive. I think that's a wolf spider. Hold on. Hold on. You see it? Mm-hmm. You see it? Mm-hmm. Hey, don't leave me here alone.
Oh, heck no.
Hold on, hold on. You see it?
Oh, I see it. And right now, we're not in Australia. Oh, gosh, no. Hold on.
Oh, no. Hey, you're not going nowhere.
Oh, no. Please be careful. Careful, it might be on the broom.
No.
Careful.
Oh, my wife is like, we are not in Australia.
I think we need to move.
It's somewhere in my studio room. Is either a wolf spider or a brown recruiter.
Please be careful. That's not a wolf spider.
What was it?
An Australian spider. Be careful.
Huh?
Huh?
I'll be alright.
Please be careful.
I never seen a spider that big. Guys. that thing was massive. That thing was massive. I do live out in the boondocks. Man, we live like in a farm area, and yeah, that thing was massive. So here's the thing, guys. I used to collect spiders and stuff like that. I think that one day I had to be a brown recruiter, but yeah, I think I'm gonna call pest control tomorrow. But that thing was huge. So it's, again, my fist is like, it's probably just a little bit smaller than my fist, but yeah, that thing was like possibly like that. It was like this kind of. It was pretty big. It was pretty big, and it was just facing right at me, and I seen him just coming out from my because I still have the box from the U-Haul, and I still have some stuff. And yeah, I have to clean all this here. So I truly apologize, guys. So the wife saw it when she came in. She's like, all right. So once again, guys, give me a second. What we left out? According to the same source citing, now hold on, I truly apologize, guys. Okay, I remember now. So it says here, the Sleeping Giant official have already expressed their concern that the Holy Land might do something quickly to respond to Persia without thinking about the possible consequences that would follow. According to same source, citing 3 people with knowledge of the Sleeping Giant leader comments, the Sleeping Giant leader has also expressed in private discussion his concern that Holy Land, Mr. Ben, is trying to drag the Sleeping Giant. So we already know this here. Alright, so yeah, we know this. Let me just skip this part here. Give me a second. The Holy Land will respond to Persia. I do believe so. But when they do it, they're going to respond, again, when it comes to the nuclear facility. Again, that's the number one. They really, really want to take out Persia nuclear facility. So it says here the Holy Land will respond to Persia strike. But no final decision has been made on the size or timing of the response, a Holy Land official told the Sleeping Giant News. Amid reports of final decision within the next 24 hours. Once again, these information is coming out from Sleeping Giant source. All right, I'm just giving you guys the updates here. Again, so many people are saying that I'm a false prophet. Alright, so the official spoke after the Holy Land War Cabinet concluded its several-hour meeting. It is clear that the Holy Land will respond. The question is when and on what scale. It says here, according to multiple JEWS media reports, the Biblical War Minister, Mr. Benny, and his National Unity Party colleagues, I'm going to skip all their information, both proposed striking Persia even as the Persian offensive was underway yesterday, on evening the Times of Holy Land reported. That proposal was strongly opposed by Defense Minister, I'm going to skip all that name, once again, very important people here. So many of them, the Channel 12 news report said, in part because of the burden of taking simultaneous action when the Holy Land Air Force was focused on intercepting of incoming Persian missile and drones. Alright, so it says here in an unsourced report, Channel 12 maintains that the Sleeping Giant did not seek to veto any Holy Land response, but that it told the Holy Land it should know in advance and to coordinate for any such response. Once again, the Sleeping Giant has made it clear publicly that it will not participate in any Holy Land response. Once again, the sleeping giant is not going to back the Holy Land when it comes to firing towards Persia. Channel 12 also claims that the Holy Land is trying to ascertain whether it exchange for a restraint it can achieve and some kind of strategic pact with the sleeping giant against Persia without having to make commitments on issues such as the palace issue. All right, give me a second here, guys. There's a video here, and I'm not going to play it due to copyright, but I'm going to share this one in my Twitter page. So this is where we are right now. That's basically the end. So this is where we are right now. Once again, the sleeping giant made the last minute call to not strike Persia. It's too soon. So they were going to do it, but Mr. Byrne got involved. The sleeping giant leader got involved and told Ben, don't push the button. You got to wait. You know, you guys are going way too fast. So, again, the sleeping giant fears that Benjamin has a hidden agenda and is out of control. Once again, guys, I'm going to keep you updated on this one here. Yeah, it was supposed to be tonight. Didn't happen. So, hopefully we get some more information. But again, Benjamin is going to push the button. And their aim is at that facility where Persia is building this very powerful NUKES. And they say that in the next 6 months, Persia can have 6. And that's something that the Holy Land does not want to see. This is why I believe that Benjamin is going to strike before possibly November. Because 6 months is November. And you guys know November here is the sleeping giant election. So by November, Persia will have 6 nukes. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Right now, I'm going to try to do something with that spider. It's just one. Yeah, the wife she ran back in the house. She's like, we moving out. Man, we just got this house. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Once again, for those of you that want to give a life to Christ, you can email me. My email is in the description box. Me and my wife are here to help many and to lead many to the righteous path. And that's the path of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Once again, guys, $1 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream every Sunday. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Put your faith and trust in Jesus Christ, for He's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father but through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.